Aquarius, I am here to do your reading for June 2015. We are using the Wizard's Tarot deck, and we have a Mercury retrograde candle burning so that we can make sure we get you the highest and best reading for June 2015 for all you Aquarians. So I'm just going to shuffle a couple more times to get your Aquarius energy for June into the cards, and then we will pull some cards and see what's going on for you. Alright, so Aquarius, for the first week of June, you have the Emperor. Second week of June, you have the High Priestess. Third week of June, you have the Four of Swords. And then the last week of June, you have the Page of Swords reversed. So, Aquarius, during your first week of June with the Emperor, I see you coming into the month feeling very grounded and very stable, very determined and headstrong to either accomplish some goals or just do what you need to do. But you have some good, stable, solid energy. This is a leadership energy, so some of you may be put in charge of something. This is, like I said, a determined, headstrong energy. This is a very masculine, fiery type of energy. It's like a father type energy. So if this is not you embodying the traits, think of a disciplinarian dad type role. If it's not you coming into the month feeling that way, like you got to take charge and move forward, then you may have somebody in your life that's going to play a major role during this first week of June in your life that embodies those characteristics. But usually these are internal characteristics that you either will feel or that you will need to embody to get through the week for your highest and best good. The second week you had the High Priestess. So during the second week of June, I feel like you are going to feel like you're pausing and you're gonna maybe feel like nothing is going on, but what's happening is you're pausing for guidance from your highest and best, whoever that is for you, whoever you believe in, because that inner knowing is something that you need to listen to and something that you need to trust. You know, trusting your intuition, trusting your gut in order to move forward in life. That is where you're going to be during this second week. Your intuition, or pausing and trusting that things are working themselves out behind the scenes, even if you don't see evidence of that. This is what's going to play a big major role in your second week in June. You also could just be very intuitive. So if you are a person that's already tapped into this energy, this is a good week for you to play with this energy, and especially if you need guidance or answers in certain areas of your life, you kind of have this direct tap to the divine for you to be able to get that information to help guide you along further on your life path. So this is a good week to do that. The third week, you also have a good week that's available to you to get in touch with your intuition through quieting your mind, such as meditation techniques and such. But it could just also mean that you maybe had to take a leadership role and you kind of got a chance to unwind the second week, and the third week you're kind of a little bit worn down, so you may be resting, recuperating, or healing. But this is a card that kind of also gives you a pause so that you can have the solace that you need to get yourself together before you have to go back into the world and deal with the chaos of living in the everyday world again. So that could be a very good card for you. Now, the last week of June, when I see the Page of Swords and I see it reversed, I feel like maybe there's some new ideas or beliefs or thoughts that you are refusing to integrate into your knowledge system, and that could be because you just totally don't resonate with it, or it could be just because you're stubborn. And as we step back, I can see that either your refusal to adopt these new thoughts, ideas, and beliefs are gonna stop you or keep you from being that solid emperor that you need to be in a certain area of your life. And the stubbornness can also stop you from hearing your intuition. Another thing that just jumped out at me is for a lot of you Aquarians, when you have that pause time and you get these this guidance on what you need to do, and you know you need to trust your gut and your intuition on something, don't go looking all over the place for all this information to help you do what you need to do when your intuition and your gut is telling you very strongly what you need to do. This is a time where you really need to have trust in yourself, because going to get all this different information to help confirm what you need to do or whatever area of your life this is in is only going to make you more confused and cause you grief, anxiety, and setback from where you really need to be going. And the answer is totally available to you through your inner knowing if you just stop and listen. And your inner knowing is gonna give you that answer through quieting of the mind in order to leave you in a nice stable position. So going out, like I said, and being curious and trying to find information, get different opinions, is not going to help you in whatever issue of your life this is going on with. There's really a big need for you. It just shows you come in solid, you get answers from intuition, but it's all about pausing and trusting. This is your whole theme of the month, and not trying to push forward. If you are in a leadership position, you need to make sure that you're open to hearing other people's ideas instead of being a tyrant. And instead of always charging forward, maybe you need to take a pause so you can listen to other sides of the story, because that can leave you in a position where you may feel a little bit worn down, or your team may feel worn down because you don't take into account what they have to say. But it could also mean that you may have to take charge of a certain situation because the people that are in that situation are very immature, and you have this inner knowing about what needs to be done, and you do it for a situation to be healed or to start to move on to become a little bit better than it was before you stepped in and took charge. Your mind can't handle any new ideas right now, so it's best to kind of just work with what you have. This whole reading is just built around trusting yourself, really. The answers aren't going to come from the outside, and you're going to have to pause to be able to get them, and trust that when you don't see stuff, like I already said before, that things are going on behind the scenes. So before I keep repeating myself, this is your reading, Aquarius, for June 2015. If you'd like a more personalized reading, you can check the link to my Etsy shop in my description box, where you can purchase a 15 or 30-minute reading, and that way we can go more in depth on a personal level about what's going on with you for whatever issue you need help with. I love doing it. It's my passion. Thank you for your support. I will talk to you soon.